So one of the things that we try to do here at HSN is improve your life in big ways and in small ways. And Nellie's, I think, really fits in with that everyday improvement of your life. So one of the things that we do, I know I do all the laundry in my house, and I've got a daughter who has very sensitive skin, so I need to use something that is not going to leave harsh detergents in the clothes, in the towels, in the sheets. Nellie's is that product. It's a 100% natural formula concentrate. It's a concentrated laundry soda. It's laundry soda. It's 350 load sets. You're getting 7 bags. So it's unbelievable. 50 loads per bag. So each one of these bags will do 50 loads of laundry. This is 350 loads of laundry. Price break, $10 off. We're gonna ship all of these anywhere in the country for $5, and we're also doing flex pay of $16.65. It not only uses coconut oil-based surfactants to get out those tough stains, it also deodorizes, and not covering it up. So it doesn't cover it up the odors, it actually deodorizes. And if you've got hard water, soft water, the first thing your laundry soda is gonna do is make your water softer. It doesn't add any fragrance, it actually eliminates the odors. No phosphates, no fillers. It's not gonna leave detergent residue in your clothes. It's economical, it's a long-lasting formula. So you're saying, well, why is that such a big deal? What do I care if there's a detergent residue in my top? All right, so you got a t-shirt on. You washed it in a harsh detergent. You go outside, it's hot, it's summer. You start perspiring. Your perspiration reactivates the detergent in the t-shirt, and then you're gonna feel, for those of us with sensitive skin, you know what happens next. Not with Nellie's. Nellie's powdered, ultra concentrated laundry soda is 100% natural. It dissolves quickly and completely. And why is that such a big deal? Because it's gonna rinse out completely as well. There's no residue. So if there's no residue, there's nothing making your laundry stiff. So a lot of you go, well, I gotta use a fabric softener, and then I gotta use a dryer sheet. Please do not use fabric softeners or dryer sheets. That leaves so much stuff on your clothes, no, do not use that. And when you use something that doesn't leave a residue, for example, when you're washing your towels, if you're not using if you're not using something that leaves a detergent residue on your towels, then you're not gonna have to use a fabric softener to make them not stiff anymore. Also, think about, what do you do with your towels? You come out of the shower, you're wet, you wanna dry yourself with your towels. Why would you wanna dry yourself with something full of detergent residue? That's kind of counterintuitive to being clean. Here's another reason why I love Nellie's. This is one of these things I never want to run out of. I never want to run out of my detergent. We're doing this on auto ship. Every 90 days, by the way, it depends on how much you do laundry. You can completely customize it, but when you're down to your last bag, you can just order it again. You'll get the price break again. You'll get all the specials again if you do auto ship. So I think everybody who orders this special price cut should say, I choose auto ship. I have the laundry detergent on auto ship because I never want to say, I was going to do laundry tonight. Now I've got to get dressed, go out in the middle of the night, buy, lug home laundry. And by the way, the laundry detergent at the grocery store, it's not Nellie's. It's not the brand that I want and that I need for my family, who is a family of very sensitive allergic people. Since 2010, HSN customers have done over, oh boy, 51 million loads of laundry with Nellie's laundry soda. Read the reviews. On hsn.com, there's 544 reviews. 544 reviews for laundry soda? Yes, because you are getting 350 loads. You're getting 7 bags. And by the way, inside each one of these bags, there's a little scooper. It's a little plastic blue scooper, and that's all you need. It looks like it's about a tablespoon. You might say, well, how many scoops do I need to do a lot? 1. The scooper that's included, each bag has a new scooper. You do 1 scoop and it's an entire load. It's a concentrate. We're gonna have another presentation of this at 9 a.m., but